discussed at the last couple of work sessions involving EMS, one of the proposals has been to take over the emergency ambulance service from the new fire department. As we explained, it's going to take roughly 7 months to get the ambulances built and get them here in time. The program that we're looking at is to put 3 frontline ambulances in service, and those will be brand new ambulances, and then buy a demo unit to use as reserve. We can actually take possession of the demo unit pretty quickly, and by doing so, we can outfit it and obtain our license from the state. And so, then after October 1st, we'd be able to buy the rest of the capital items. And a big part of the commitment would be to go ahead and get your commitment so we can start on hiring personnel, and at least lining up to do so, and going into decision making about the medical director and all those types of needs. So there's several steps to be done, but this is the first and kind of most important one for now. So with that, entertain any questions you might have.
I don't know where to start. I'm a big skeptic, and I've been trying to get my head around it. And y'all are doing a wonderful job educating me on the whole process. And I think, when you put it together with everything that we've got going on, it gets confusing when I get a call from one of the guys that made a proposal. They basically say we can do it for free, which I didn't grow up yesterday. Most things for free are not worth having. But on the other side of it, we've got a very good set of bids, to really go up to about $700,000, and then us doing ourselves and controlling our destiny. I've been all about that really all my life. I do want to make sure that we do everything possible to compartmentalize it so that we can keep a very tight assessment, management, oversight of it, so that it doesn't just get lost in the business of fire protection. It really stays a separate business unit, so that we can as we look at assessing valuations to our residents, that we can always feel 100% confident where the dollars are going, and they don't. And it's not a dig on the fire department, but it's really making sure we build a strong cost center and income center there, and try to really keep our head on it. And I no doubt you guys can run it. I just worry about us. This is another business that we're in, and it's. I just want to make sure we don't get lost. It's easy to get lost in the life argument. What should we do to preserve or prolong someone in a situation? And that mental exercise is very difficult in that side. And to take this and really say, let's take the business unit aside of this, people have a horrible difficulty trying to separate the two. And I wrestle with it. I always want to say, and I'll probably accuse Ricky wrong here or not. I said, look, keep that over here from understanding. I don't want to tug on my heartstrings or those feelings. I need to really be analytical and dig into the bones of the deal, and then use that as the added justification. So it's going to be a challenge for us, I think, as a council, and the amount of money we talk about spending here. But again, our commitment to the community is really, the fire department has been making everything look like it's stellar. And
I appreciate that.
The outsourced side of it has been struggling at best to keep up with that. And it's not necessarily fair on our guys. But this is a journey I'm a little worried about because of that. It's so easy to get to argue, what's a life worth? I understand mathematically how to do it, but it really kind of blows everybody up. And they lose their ability to debate the discussion because you wind up putting a face in it, whether it's a mother or a father or a grandfather, and that just takes our ability to look at the business things. And that I'll shut up. It's a big undertaking.
It is. It's a big undertaking, but we have a great group of dedicated guys, and we're in a good situation where we have a lot of paramedics, and we have guys that are very interested in providing this service to the citizens. And so I think it fits naturally into what we do already, and I think we will realize a good improvement on our emergency services in the city, and with the new hospital here in town and the upgrade that they're trying to bring along. I think it fits well with everything. So I think with your support, I think
Councilman Singleton was making, it is really right on. I think we do need to make sure that we can somewhat compartmentalize this to make sure that it doesn't get lost in the shuffle with everything else. This is a whole new level of service. You know, of course, when we did the RFPs for along with Red Oak and it's in Ellis County, it actually is an increased level of service. And even if we were to say a private contractor, it would be an increased level. It would be 2 paramedics. And looking at those numbers, it appears that we can do it at that price or cheaper. And I think there's no doubt that the men that we have in the department will do an excellent job. It is terrifying. I've kind of had knots in my stomach all weekend thinking about the money and everything else. But I think, as I mentioned in the workshop, if we don't make a decision now, somewhere in the future we will make the same decision. And it may be that much more difficult to make at that point. It is costly, but again, as you say, how do you put a cost on the human life? I think it's also a natural progression in the city with everything that's going on to bring the level to this service, put the service to this level, excuse me. It will certainly, during the budget process, we'll take some work to figure out exactly how we are going to charge for this, and we'll bring some information back to you on that. But we'll work very diligently to do that. Anyone else?
Yeah, I was really pleased with the proposal that the chief made to us. I'm sure the rest of the council probably felt this way too, but I was just horrified that our previous ambulance service was able to bail out on us with 30 days notice. I do not want to see that happen to us again. That's completely unacceptable. And it just seems to me like eventually we're going to be going in the direction of furnishing the service anyway. And probably we need to do it sooner rather than later. We don't want to get into a crunch and try to do this in a hurry, because I don't think it's possible to do. You've told us it takes about 7 months to get an ambulance properly equipped, so it's one of those things we have to plan ahead. And I just feel like in conjunction with the wonderful new hospital, we're going to be having a new high school. We have many businesses coming to town. We want to put out a first-class appearance, and I think this is part of the things that we need to do that. So I know it's going to be tough. I know the dollars and cents are going to be hard to find, but I think this is something that we will not regret doing. That's all I have to say.
Anyone else?
That's what you said in the workshop. I agree with that. I think just knowing that you're in charge of it makes it a lot easier for me to make a decision. But I've been in an ambulance, and I like to get there on time. Get there on time and be equipped to do what they're supposed to do. And you guys make the ambulance service look good, and I think it's going to be an asset for the city. So I'm there.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
So, very essentially, what this item will do is just really get to go ahead to pursue this, to also to amend the budget so we can order the ambulances and have those ready, so we can be ready to go January 2nd of 2016.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I move that we approve amending the budget so that we can go ahead and order an ambulance as set out in item 17.
Have a motion and a second, please vote. All right. Anybody opposed? All right.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, guys.
This has been a video production of the Waxahachie Daily Light. For more articles about Ellis County, go to the Daily Light's website at waxahachie.tx.com. This has been Andrew Branco reporting.